Hey guys, I'm letting y'all look at me as we're trying to figure out simple stuff like how to open a remote. That is what we're over here doing at the moment. Don't need a remote. Well, you know, I need a tripod for my damn phone, bitch. I definitely do. Definitely. Hey, Stephanie. We're recording now. Well, it's only one person, two people on here at the moment. So I'm waiting for the 3 people that I know who are going to show up. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. That's funny. This thing says Hurley Woolen. We have the same last name. Yes, we do. Is it not? Oh, Nikki. Nikki's on. Hey, Nikki. I am waiting for 2 other people. To 2 or 3 other people. Oh, there's the other Nikki. Nikki Pooh. There's Solo Dolo. Hey, sis. Hello, everybody. Hello. So, as y'all are coming in, I am also recording via my camera because, as I told everybody via Facebook, I am also starting a YouTube channel. So this will be my first video. This is just a test run for me. I had a whole skit, like, of how I was going to talk, what I was going to do. There you go, Pooh. You're on there now. You just popped up. And I am wearing orange to celebrate Solo Dolo, my sister, her favorite color. I intentionally wore orange. She's my #1 supporter. I appreciate you, Solo, so I'm thanking you now. But I'll be looking up and down for my camera because we're going to take this as a first shot to know what I need to do via recording, and also what I need to do as far as, what is it looking like? It's looking crazy. I'm looking at my production person right now. Which way I need to move? Right here. I'm showing my whole face though. Right now? Okay. So everybody who is on here so far, and hopefully more will add. I know this is a test run. I know a few people will not be able to pop on, pop up, or what have you. So as they pop on, they can catch what they're going to catch. So as I was saying, hey everybody, I'm Crystal with a K. And I had a whole thing of how I was going to do this first session. I was going to give y'all the title. I was going to give you subjects. I was going to just jump in it with jokes and everything. But something real happened to me. And it made me have to change everything that I was originally planning on doing. So I had originally planned on an introduction. What qualifies me? Who am I? For those who don't know who I am. And I opted to, I opted to change it because I just lost a cousin. And the unfortunate part about this entire scenario is that I did not have the opportunity to get to know him. I met him once, found out we were family, and you always have good-willed intentions. However, something happens. Something happens to the extent or to the fact where you just eventually end up not connecting how you want to connect. So I decided, with the help of my production manager, I decided to change the topics and talk about purpose. And I just wanted to start with, what is purpose? Purpose is defined in the dictionary as a subject under discussion or an action ready to execute, in the process of executing. And a lot of people live their whole life and don't get to serve with purpose. What I did not mention was that my cousin is only 34, or was only 34, and just turned 34 in January. And as I was sitting in the funeral, I had so many questions as to why so soon. as to why 34 wasn't good enough, or was the perfect age for God to call him home. As why do we have to have an explanation for it to settle right in our being? And I realized as I was sitting there, I was trying to come up with 1,001 reasons, which I'm not going to on here. I'm not going to put out there because I would dare not tarnish his name. But hey, Crystalline, I see you, sis. Beautiful baby, by the way. Anyway, I was definitely in the church trying to figure out why I was so unsettled. And when you lose a loved one, you're unsettled regardless. But I was trying to figure out why I was so unsettled personally. And it dawned on me that at 33, not even a full month, 3 weeks away from my 34th birthday, I have not settled my purpose. I have not found my purpose. And I want to find my purpose. I tell you what I'm real good at. I'm really good at making people laugh. I'm really good at consoling people, and I'm real good at talking. And I utilize those skills a little bit in the career that I have chosen. However, I do not utilize those skills in the fulfillment of myself. And so I am going to take this opportunity in hopes that it's successful. And if not, I can say that I've tried it or did it. I'm taking this opportunity to render what I think my purpose is. My life has not been a crystal stair. My life have not, bam. I've gone through a lot of ups and downs. I've made a lot of bad decisions. I've made some great decisions, specifically with a lot of the friends that I have chosen, the people who are in my circle. And my circle is rather small, but it's a strong circle. And I wanted to take those opportunities to put things out there that you're thinking, but you won't say out loud. And I'm going to be the voice, and I'm going to say it on camera. So the question is, how is purpose obtained? I don't know the answer to that. I have, as I like to say, 3 years of wisdom under my belt, because I feel like when you hit 30, you've hit the epitome of adulthood. And at that point, you've bumped your head enough to have enough life lessons, right? But I've recognized that I still don't know how to obtain purpose. But I do realize, and I recognize today at his funeral, that at 34, he obtained his purpose by the things that he said, by the things that he did, and the reactions and the comments and the things that were said, hey Rhonda, by his loved ones, his friends, those who are around him. And so in that moment, I felt confident that there is no age that can define when your purpose has been met. You are defined by your purpose when truly you no longer exist on earth. Because that means that everything that you were put here to do, you've done. I also started asking myself, why did I have to have a reason as to why I could be settled? So in other words, at 34, he was gone. And for so many people, that's such a young age. And it is, period. But I could not quantify why I felt like it was too soon. If he has done all the things that he was supposed to do on earth, he birthed a beautiful daughter. He had a magnificent role in the community, friends, etc. But it still wasn't enough for me. And I started asking myself in that moment, why do you have to quantify a reason for an unanswerable question? What is it about human nature that causes us to have an answer? Even if the answer is disrespectful, even if the answer is belittling, even if the answer is not enough, why do we do that? Why do we have to have an answer to settle us? And I don't know the purpose. I don't know the reason. It's human nature. That's all I can come up with. I know that's probably not the answer that you wanted to come up with, but in fact, it's truly just human nature when we are, as a human, have to define or answer a question. But I know that when you obtain your purpose, then you will no longer exist on earth because you have actually done what you were created to do. But what if you live a life like I was currently living, where you've done everything that you can do, you're satisfied with the majority of the results, but you still feel empty? That's when you have to seek yourself. That's when you have to seek what your purpose on earth is. We utilize that word, and we probably learn that word because it's not a one of those collegiate words to learn. We probably learn the word and have our own understanding of the word purpose in the beginning of our childhood. Elementary is probably a second grade spelling word. But when you reach a pinnacle of life like I've reached, not to say that I am above and beyond anything, not to say that I have everything together, because, half of y'all on here who really know me. No, I'm so far from that. But when you've reached a pinnacle of life, you start searching for inner peace. You start searching for that, to fill that void that is not filled with relationship, whether friendship, family relationships, actual relationships that might lead you to the altar. You start searching for something that's within you that you have not fed, that you didn't even realize you've trained your whole life to do. And in that moment, I would hate to die still unfulfilled. I was looking at his body at the viewing, and as we passed his body exiting the church, I thought to myself, golly, they got him looking good and he looks peaceful. It's in some of those funerals you go to where the person that you've loved or that you've known, or that you had a friendship with, hey Bobby, that you did not have the opportunity, or you're in the funeral and you don't see that peace. And and it's just my opinion, but I believe that in those moments of people who are resting, they're not resting peacefully because they did not reach their purpose. They did not feel that void that was within them. So I challenge each one of you to find what your purpose is. If you know what your purpose is, if you're living that purpose, tell me what they are. Talk to me and let me know. Let's help one another. Let's grow as a community. We're losing so many people that we probably would have never known outside of some outlandish killing. We are losing people to the prison system. We're losing people to so many incidents that in our life, in our world, that we think are kind of uncalled for, that are hurtful, that are painful. So let's start building a purpose. This is mine. Hopefully, I think. I feel amazing to finally be in an area where my voice is heard, whether it's 12 people or 1,200 people. I've always been a speaker. Anybody who knows me knows that. But I'm filling that void now and learning to begin my purpose. Because when those 6 people carry me out, when all of my loved ones and friends have said their goodbyes, they've comforted my family with words and memories, I want to be in that casket peaceful. And it's a peace that I've yet to learn, but it's a peace that from this point forward, even if this is my last moment, it's a peace that I will know and I will learn. That's all I got for y'all today, y'all. I thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate each one of y'all. I know this was kind of a stronger topic. Next week's topic, hopefully I can get to what I had written down, have y'all laugh a little bit more. But right now I want to put on your mind, because I don't know if I'll be here next week. Don't know if the people viewing or who even stopped by for a moment will be here next week. But if this is our last time, I want to put purpose on your mind. I want to say a special thank you to Amber, who is my makeup artist. She did not do my face today. This is all with a K. This is just with a K. But she will be the person who's doing my makeup. I want to give a special thanks to Keisha Grisby with Lock Lashes. These are not Keisha's either, but she's good. These are the people who will be helping me on my journey as I continue to do the video logs, the vlog. And to Brian Jenkins for my hair. And to my production manager, Miss Samantha Washington, who does not like to be on camera, but she does the absolute most behind the camera. So I appreciate her. I love each one of y'all. I hope that you will bring a friend with you next week. I hope to be on time next week, but for the people who know me, know that I probably won't. So till next week, next Saturday, let's say 5, 6 o'clock, whatever time my production manager decides to show up, and we get on camera. Thank you. I love you all.